Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia are strengthening service readiness. This has to do with the Baltic countries' exit from the Russian-Belarusian energy system. According to analysts, the disconnection from the Russian grid could be a pretext for provocation and diversion, which has intensified in recent months, mainly in the Baltic Sea region. Two Russian Tu-95 strategic bombers appeared over the Norwegian Sea a few days ago. In this way, the Russians are testing the response of NATO forces patrolling the airspace on the eastern flank. The Russians are getting bolder and bolder in the Scandinavian and Baltic regions, both militarily and intelligence-wise. Hence the mobilization of forces in our neighbors, who are just now cutting themselves off from the Russian energy umbilical cord.
First of all, this is physical disconnection from the Soviet-type rail system. And in my eyes, or my opinion, this is the last remaining element of our reliance or dependence on the Russian energy system.
For the people of the Baltic countries, it is mainly of economic importance. Russian energy was simply cheap. However, there is no opposition to price increases. Everyone seems to understand the gravity of the situation. Let electricity become more expensive, but independent. Of course, maybe it will be more expensive at first, then it will even out. But this should have been done a long time ago, cutting off the Kremlin's energy tentacles with which Russia has entwined Europe, however, involves possible provocations or even revenge. The Baltic countries will now rely on lines from Poland and Scandinavia. In the case of Finland or Sweden, we are talking about cables running along the bottom of the Baltic Sea.
We saw another incident in the Baltic Sea with disruption to a cable connecting Latvia and Sweden. The good news is, through Mission Baltic Sentry, NATO ships and aircraft are operating alongside our allies over there, enabling a fast, coordinated response. NATO is strong today.
But it is not everywhere. While naval patrols certainly signal that the alliance is not downplaying incidents, the ability to monitor all suspicious vessels is limited.
I don't believe in coincidences. There will be too many of these kind of attacks or cases, and we need to protect our undersea infrastructure, but also we need to face the different hybrid attacks in our territories, what we have witnessed during the last years.
Cyber attacks, then diversion, finally sabotage. The Russians have been testing the countries of Europe for years. It is clear that peace negotiations with Ukraine will be crucial to the security of not only Kiev, as the Kremlin is sure to put pressure on Ukraine's closest allies as well.